This RG World Boxing. Make sure you subscribe at the bottom right of your screen. Set a purse bid for Mikey Garcia versus Richard Commey on September 25th. Now, this is when we'll know if that fight even going to take place, because if Mikey Garcia and his camp don't come to purse bid, we all know he wants Errol Spence or the winner of Lomachenko and Pedraza. So I don't even know if Mikey Garcia will fight Commey. Richard Commey is the mandatory IBF titleist. He's climbed the ladder. He's up at number 1. He's a mandatory right now. That'd be a good fight, man. Richard Commey is a hard-working soldier from Ghana. He looking to they always try to discount the Ghanaians, but they come to represent. Isaac Dogbe, one of the champions. Richard Commey is next. He's the next IBF champion. Now, he's the next guy to capture that title, I believe. I don't think Mikey Garcia will fight him, although I would like to see that fight. Mikey Garcia is above belt at this particular moment. He doesn't really care. The guy relinquished IBF belt after beating down Sergey Lipinets at 140. So he'll do it again. He'll relinquish this belt at 135 because he's going for big fights. All respect to Mikey Garcia. He's not really, he's challenging himself to he's testing himself. He go try to move up 2 weight divisions to test himself against Errol Spence. Errol the True Spence. He want to test himself against Errol the True Spence. Now I think Richard Commey will end up fighting some Russian guy for that IBF belt. Isa Shatniev. Don't really know who this guy is, but it seems to be very quick. But hey man, Richard Commey is tested. That'll test. He's been in there with Robert Easter Jr., who pretty much had that fight won until he got clipped late. I mean, it was I don't say he had a fight won. It was a tight fight, man. Him and Robert Easter was tight. I believe Richard Commey need to work on his defense. If he had more defense, he would have beat Robert Easter on the cards. It would have been a much easier fight for him. But he was, they were trading. Then he got clipped and he almost went down. But I'm telling you, man, that heart of the Ghanaians, man, it kept him on his feet, and he came back. He basically bent down. It's like he had great leg strength because his legs kept him up, because he got rocked later. And that pretty much gave it to the judges. Looked at that hard punch that Easter threw in the last, because Easter got he was knocked down in that fight. I mean, technically speaking, he didn't really get knocked down. His gloves touched the canvas. He got rocked. Commey rocked him, and his gloves touched the canvas. So, that fight was who knows? They might want to rematch that. They might run a rematch. IBF might have a Richard Commey versus Robert Easter rematch. I just believe Richard Commey been studying, and he knows how to beat Robert Easter at this particular point. I think it'll be a great fight, but we'll see. September 25th is a couple of days away. Next week, we'll see what Mikey Garcia decides to do. It'll be very hard for him to fight Lomachenko as dealing with Top Rank. Mike Garcia is not looking forward to that. So I don't know how they're gonna make that fight. Lomachenko's under contract with Top Stank, I should say, not Top Rank, Top Stank. And that wicked contract. I don't know why guys keep re-signing with them, dude, but making these fights kind of hard to make, man. They always try to say they open to make. I mean, hey, look, Bob Arum's getting old. He might be just trying to see everything, man. He probably don't even care at this point. He getting old. He's like, man, let's just make the fight. But we'll see, man. We'll see. But hey, I just congratulate Richard Commey, man. He got a shot at the title, man. He got to go to purse bid. He got to figure this thing out. Will Mikey Garcia stay at 135? It's RG World Boxing.